This video is an important video because Aron is not because he's so smart, because I've seen heirs with him, as in fallacious heirs. Not that he's so smart, but there is an authority about him. There is something with him that's very, I say, seductive. And so this atheist online is one atheist who needs to be exposed and debunked. If there's any atheist that I would want to cover, is this guy right here, aron. Now, certainly, I would admit I don't have all the scientific knowledge to go one by one and debunk every scientific claim. I do know history, philosophy, and stuff like that. So, we're going to give this with my knowledge I do have, we're going to give this a go. Now, kind of funny, because you can hear things from, say, other atheists, and it won't sound so convincing. But when you hear from this guy has a special power with him, as I'll say. And if you, so, let's actually, he did a video. He did a video where he did a video called "Zoology Debunks Disproves Noah's Ark," and the claim was that there's so many other animals that were in different areas. The assertion was those animals existed at the time and didn't migrate, and there wasn't inbreeding and adaptivity that formed those kinds of animals, like in Antarctica and stuff. That's his assertion. He asserted in that video. Another video he did is how geology disproves Noah's Ark. And his basic assertion I've seen is he said, we have no proof that a worldwide flood happened there earlier on. Well, to cover the age of the earth issue, let me give you this. This is honest, this is using biblical context. We see in the Bible, God did not create Adam and Eve young, he created them mature. So we can apply that same context to say he created the earth old. So it has an appearance somewhat of billions of years and a long existence span, a long span of the appearance of its existence. And it also gives an indication of youngness, so it gives indication of the maturity that God created in, and God lets evidence to prove that it was created early, but it's old. So it was created early. It was created recently. Excuse my lisp. It was created recently, but it's old, and it will also give evidence of youngness. So he gave enough evidence to prove his point. And no, that claim is incorrect. We do got cultural sources of a flood from different cultures like China and so on. We do have that. You may say it's a legend, but they didn't really have communication internet like we do now. It wasn't really that easy to get communication across. So it's more probable, given the scientific evidence and the archaeological evidence we already found, that there was big floods, at least in places, given evidence of a plausible worldwide flood, that the recordings of a worldwide flood that also can be similar to the flood of Noah in Genesis is more plausible to be actually legit and not a legend. So his thing that there's no evidence for a worldwide flood is incorrect. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm consistent. If I think something is plausible, I'll give it probability. If I think something's a fact, I'll say something's a fact. So here's the thing. Here's where evolution falls apart. I don't have to go to your science because here's the thing. With evolution is a philosophy, an understanding, a lens, a perspective on existing facts, such as fossils. You see similarities within fossils, and you conclude with evolution, when it could be just proof of microevolution, which is somehow through activity and interbreeding that these similar creatures to mankind came into existence. Not macro. Could have had many more than one explanation. You assert there's one explanation of its fact. No, that's a probability. I would say, based on my philosophical knowledge, that is a low probability, but I'll give it a probability. Why would I give evolution a probability? Because, I'll be honest with you, but I'm going to give this. If evolution is true, there must be a mystical power or an entity at work in the evolutionary process. Because that will at least give it a reason. You reason for philosophical principles like morality and truth. But here's the issue. Here's the issue with entity evolved in evolution. And here's the error. How I can disprove that's even a god. And disprove a god is a supreme being. It's above and unique than man's actions in a lot of ways. So man has to let things operate to bring it into existence. A god will be higher than that and create things from nothing in which man cannot do, therefore demonstrating its sovereignty and superiority over a man's characteristics, and given a demonstration of this design, it would give proof and linkage through connecting with creatures that we are all one, unless we connect with one creator, which we did. So the idea that and plus we got another error. I would say if the God behind the evolutionary process, I would say we don't really know who he is. Therefore make him deistic. So therefore we don't even know if he gave us the appearance, gave us the facts, the truth, and morality. Or we don't know if they are just a process in the matrix and playing a trick on us. So we don't know him any more deistic. Therefore we again, because of his absence of revelation, we don't know if there's such thing as a absolute truth, absolute morality. There's no concrete solid basis to examine, like a text, his character, to measure if he's a deceiver or trustworthy. So, no, I wouldn't say if the God behind the evolutionary process, there is an argument that God wouldn't even be a God by definition. Therefore, that very being wouldn't exist. Therefore, evolution, by my philosophical understanding, would not even have happened. Therefore, disqualifying evolution. And if he did exist, he was deistic. We only have a concrete basis of his existence. And if you're going to say, well, aliens did it, which is getting pushed through the TV nowadays, who created the aliens? Can you show a concrete basis, not just on ideology? They are characters. They give such thing as truth, or truth is just an illusion, and it's just all subjective. And if it's all subjective, that's what they revealed. Then that refutes itself, and therefore that whole ideology and refutes itself as well. So, no, evolution, if evolution was true based on the understanding it is given, especially through evolutionary determinism, we couldn't know if it's true. It would be true, we couldn't know. There's no absolute basis in the evolutionary deterministic process for absolute truth, unless you're going to argue compatibilism, deterministic compatibilism, which you are arguing, you are trying to present that based on which that very presentation is based on you making that very assumption or assertion when you're already in the deterministic process. That whole conclusion was all part of the determination. Therefore, that's not you can't know that's true. So you're in a hole. But a God, the one God that had really revealed himself and fit philosophical principles to exist, to be somebody that is would be hard to really philosophically attack, would be, honestly, the God of the Scripture. I can present the argument that deism will be incorrect, which is more like, unless we can show proof, what an evolutionary God, as in a God that was involved in equating man through an evolutionary process, will be a deistic God. We don't know. We only have a concrete scripture or text to prove his character, understand his character. Therefore, we only know to create us in a matrix, and truth is just a illusion. We don't know. Therefore, we don't really know anything. Therefore, there is no such thing as absolute truth. Therefore, that's a philosophical refutation. Therefore, that very worldview is refuted. See, you don't have to go through the science. You just have to go through philosophy. Philosophy is the understanding of things. Open the definition. It's the understanding of nature and man. If evolution is a philosophical impossibility, and even if it was true, we shouldn't see sociologically how we live out if it's in our nature, like there's such thing as truth. If we do see that, we do see we live like there's such thing as morality and truth. Therefore, therefore, what we can see and observe doesn't scientifically, in a scientific perspective, the evolutionary worldview doesn't fit within science. It's not science, it's a philosophy, and it's a self-destructive philosophy. So far, I've covered his errors, his mistakes in saying that he disproved in his videos on disproving the flood, and I've covered evolution. Only thing you have on is a nice vocabulary. I'm not like Budencake. I'm not like Tim Budencake. I will actually answer you philosophically better than he could. and I'm not even being prideful about it, but I will answer you in a way that's harder for you to answer. So if we get in discussion on what you know is what is it called? Presuppositional apologetics. If we get a discussion on presuppositional apologetics, you won't repeat me like you did cite and debunking. I know how to put my presentation forward in a way that you want me to do what you did to cite and debunking. And that's all that the grace of God, which you say doesn't exist. There is none. And on law, I know that I don't have a big channel, but I guarantee you, I challenge your historical fallacious claims. I challenge you to prove historically, to show me historically the origin of evolution. We will discuss it. Where did evolution originate? Did the evolutionary thought originate in paganism? And did the atheistic thought originate in non-theistic paganism? Is it indeed a religion that you are making it seem like it's a secular, an anti-God, anti-religious, non-ritualistic um, belief system which you call a fact of life? Or is it indeed pagan? Indeed another lie of Satan in which he is masked? It seems like it's good, it seems like it's true, it seems like it's something that it seems like it's intellectual. That is something that only a few intellectual people come to. Is it pagan like many other things that I correctly are pagan? Does it have, and I can show you that Joseph Smith has roots into other things. It's kind of funny how all these other things that I can prove about the paganism and the occult and Freemasonry, and I ain't joking. If you want evidence of what I say, I can give you evidence. The one thing you can trust with me is, I'll give you an example, is even in the midst of trying to refute adoption, say biblical adoption, I would give somebody the opposing information, but then I can give someone a rebuttal, and I did that in a text message today. So I'm going to tell you the truth. So far, the people that have attacked the Bible are ignorant and fallacious, and it doesn't really hold water. All in all, you talk with authority, and that's why you seem to be so convincing. But when we get down to the meat of the matter, I don't have to use Kent Holman's science explanations to answer you. I can just use philosophy. And I put a hole in your worldview. Or I blow it to pieces. So all in all, I have an open challenge. Come on here. Talk with me. Because you're one person who I want to deal with. Because of how convincing you are. So, many people can be convincing that are false. There's one truth. This is not, I have a personal testimony of a radical testimony that you normally don't hear in normal Christian, so-called Christian circles. You can see on my channel. So, I go based on revelation and experience. I don't go based on intellect. That's not my basis and my foundation. Though I could answer opposing arguments with these kind of things, it's not my basis. You say you're intellectually honest. Let's challenge that. You probably won't answer this. And I think it's about time that somebody deals with you. I would deal with your videos. I'm hoping that I can. But the truth is, and your whole thing, you made a claim on your video on responding to controller. That there's no such thing as the afterlife. That when you die, you die. Though pagans might want to believe that, that's not according to the evidence. There has been proven near-death experiences and the consciousness outside the brain has been shown through science. Now, mind you, people see many different things. I'm not going to use that as a basis. Why? Because when you're in the spirit realm, if you are not really going to die, it's just going to be used as a vessel to deceive. Demons can appear to you as many things, and then it's not part of the demonic operation to create a one world religion. One sees the Christian God, they all said the same God. This is basically propaganda. I don't use near-death experiences on my basis, but I will use it in scientific research to prove to you that the brain and what we view now in our world is not all there is. Natural projection is real. Near-death experiences are real. They're not all the same, but they do exist, and they do give evidence. People that are in a coma, people that are vegetables, can think. They just cannot communicate it to their body. Why? Why can they still think? Because the mind is not within the brain. There's testimony. People that are basically brain dead have a serious brain issues. They can think. They do have thoughts. The mind. Why? Because the mind is not in the brain. There is a spirit realm. See, it sounds pretty comfortable to believe kind of pretty emotional, pretty comforting. To believe that after this life is over, it's just bliss, just nothing, just be dead. That sounds pretty comfortable, pretty emotional, pretty what you want to believe if you are based on your feelings. But the truth is, that's not the truth. This is the truth. The truth is, there is but one God. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, Jesus Christ. And the truth is, most people, 50-70% people, are going to go to hell. Going to burn for them in fire. That's not a comforting truth, because who knows how many of you could be one? That's the truth. That's not comforting. Even for me, it's not comforting. What's the truth? You see how truth is not based on your emotions, and we're seeing into which is a crutch. It seems to me, as I can examine it, you believing that you just die and that's it is a crutch to kind of get away from the fear of death. Seems to me that dying would be more uncomfortable to me or to other people that have this worldview than it would be for you. So who is using which one is using this as a crutch? Definitely not me. You know why? I do temptation daily. I can easily, if I wanted to, go and sin if I wanted to. I had to resist it. In fact, those strains in my life, I have inner peace, satisfaction, and joy. The strain in my life that has gotten worse. I can easily solve that. It's powerless and chastised by the Lord, and go and just let loose, just release. But I don't, because see, my life is not based on a crutch, like you like to assert. I don't use Christianity as a crutch to find meaning, to find purpose, to find comfort. It's just the truth. In the truth, there is comfort, because God is a God of comfort. The Holy Ghost comforts in our struggles, but it's definitely not a crutch. I would think to be an atheist, to be in self-denial, and to be off just fornicating and stuff would be more of a crutch than having to deal with temptation daily. You guys don't know what temptation I go through, and if I told you, I mean, you don't know. So I'm definitely not using this as a crutch. You guys are. If I could logically examine which one of us is actually using using it as a crutch to find comfort, and which one of you, which one of us will be more intellectual or versus emotional? But you guys, this is not all comforting, but it's the truth. And you gotta follow the truth. And I love the truth. I don't love my emotion. I love the truth. I follow it. I have obedience to it. So, to the atheist, quit denying it. There is but one God. You may want to deny it and say there is no God. You use fallacious reasonings and fallacies, philosophical fallacies within your conclusions to prove you're just in a semantic, um, um, deep, drastic, in a deep form of self-denial. Because catch me in one fallacy here. And guess what? The whole idea we use it to comfort. If God is willing, God is a God of comfort, and these principles, comfort and peace, exist, it'd be logical that you have some sort of peace and some sort of comfort within the truth, wouldn't it?
Hello, you've
So I'm done covering aron in this video. If anybody would want to come in and have a discussion, have a talk, you're welcome to, and I'll have to hang out. I invite you. If you want to prove your worldview, come on in. If you want to prove that I'm just as an irony, then case. I wanted to be emotional and to be, then I could just go and sing right now. I go based on truth, not based on emotion. Oh, I only had one dislike. I want to be honest here, Plus, in evangelizing, I don't have to give everybody all the answers. So I wouldn't give necessarily everybody all the answers, but if it came up and I'm doing a video and I want to be like I have and I've given you the objective side, yes, I would give the answers. Not all the time when I give the other side, because, that can ruin the seed. But as you've seen, I'm able to give the objective side and I'm able to answer as well. So I'm going to be honest here. Seems like nobody's joining. Kind of funny if you. I just don't laugh at I'm saying, you guys. I understand that all you guys have Google. So nobody join entity, God's body be blessed. In the name of Jesus Christ, one.